Okay, my name is Michael Nesfasil. Today I'm talking with Joyce. It's Tuesday, October 23rd, 2021, at her home in Burleson, Texas. Milton Gibson is operating the video equipment. The interview is being conducted for the Veterans History Project at the Library of Congress. So, Joyce, would you please tell us your full first, middle, and last name?
Joyce Larue, Scatchard.
Thank you. And your date of birth?
3/16/44.
And where were you born?
Indiana, Pennsylvania, home of Jimmy Stewart.
Okay, one of my favorite actors. Who, your parents, were they, do you remember their occupations? Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Well, my mother did everything in the world to maintain a house for 6 girls. And my dad was a coal miner for 20 years, and he also worked at General Motors in Ohio for another 20 years. So.
Okay. So 6 girls. That was the extent of the family?
Well, they came in twos at the end. I was one of the twins, so they stopped. They couldn't get a boy, so they stopped.
So, are any of your sisters also veterans?
No.
No? Okay. Do you remember maybe what your family thought about you going into the Air Force?
You know, I didn't talk to them a lot about it, so therefore I'm sure they were agreeable to anything I wanted to do. I had gone into nursing school for RN before that, and my grandmother was not happy with that. She was one of those old Germans that didn't want girls to do anything but clean house and take care of their mothers, I guess.
So where did you go to school at?
Grade school,
your nursing school.
I went in, we moved to Ohio when I was in the 6th grade, and that was Cleveland, Ohio. So I went to nursing school there at Huron Road Hospital.
Okay. So, can you start talking about your early days of service, like where you were inducted, training that you went through? Was there like an OCS for you and things like that?
Well, I was, let's see, I joined the Air Force a year out of nursing school. I had worked at the hospital where I had graduated from, and that was too much. I wanted to leave there, so this friend of mine and I were going to go to Hawaii, but she chickened out, so this recruiter came by and talked about the Air Force, so that's when I decided that's what I wanted to do. So I drove down with my sister, my twin sister and mother, down to Wichita Falls for my officer's training in August, I think it was, and it was pretty hot. I only had 3 weeks of officer's training there. It was like a few days on bivouac, which didn't amount to too much. We learned how to march and salute and do a few things like that officers do. And then I went on from Wichita Falls. I was assigned to Sacramento, California at Mather Air Force Base. And I was there for 3 years. My commitment for the Air Force was only 2 years, but I extended so that I could go to Vietnam. There was a list of nurses were in a long line to go to Vietnam. I'm not sure why, but we were all crazy at the time. So I had to wait for a year before I was